jewelries?
Yes.
Are they still in your custody or they've been turned into cash?
No. They are in our custody. It has not been auctioned yet.
Oh, the jewelries are. So, I mean, is it safer to keep them in your custody if they've been finally forfeited or to just auction them?
No, they have been finally forfeited, just like houses and vehicles, etc. And the Commission is looking forward to the Presidential Committee to auction all those items and then deposit the money appropriately into...
When did you get this forfeiture order?
We got it, I think, sometime in 2019, if I remember, yeah.
I mean, given the financial situation of Nigeria, shouldn't we auction these things fast and put the money to use?
You know, a lot of processes hindered, a lot of events, hindered us to proceed with that, as you are aware, sir. But now that the federal government has set up the committee, we are praying that it will come to an end very soon, when all the items are auctioned and sold. Not only that
okay, I think members are keen to know the total value of those jewelries. It's on the paper, so can you please read it out for their own?
It's the estimated values that we have. It's the estimated
That's the value of one person's jewelry.
The estimated value in Naira was given at 14,460,000,000 Naira. Yes.
I think, I want you to repeat that because members didn't like...
It's the estimated value that we have, yes.
No, can you tell us the figure again?
14,460,000,000.
Is it for houses, for cars, or for jewelry?
No, for jewelry. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The houses and cash, if you are in the position to set it out, please.
It's about $80 million. $80 million.
Why are you scared of money?
Estimated values.
Why are you people acting like you're hearing figures and you're all getting scared?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Set up.
Shall what?
These assets,
yes.
It is beginning to the committee set up.
Yes.
For sale.
All the details
yes.
With
the valuation of those assets, are they done by you or them?
No, by them. We have nothing to do with the valuation of that. And
okay, you have nothing to do with that?
Yes.
Okay, that will take me to another question, sir. Can I continue? The vessels seized, were they with products or they are not with products?
Some are with products, some are not with products.
Some are with products, some are not with products, and you can differentiate them.
So what?
I think we're there with the issue of the vessels at our last session.
All right.
And then you ask questions concerning the product and the
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
One of the responsibilities of this committee is to ascertain the status of this recovered assets. I'm going to take time out to probably set up a subcommittee, a technical committee, because we want to physically take a look at some of these items to know their state. The reason is this. If you have an asset and it's worth 14 billion, and some of them could be deteriorating assets, we need to be sure that they're still in such a fit and proper state, or, if we keep keeping them, they're going to go. I'm sure you have cars that were seized. So every day you have a forfeited car, you're losing value. Why does it take so long to turn this asset into cash to fund the budget?
What processes and procedures, is chief among them that requires a very lengthy time of us to dispose onto this. Other issues, administrative exchanges, etc. But what I want to assure the committee is that since when I come on board, we have resolved that going forward, we are going to be dealing with these issues on case-by-case basis. We are not going to have it the way we used to have it again. And we are happy with the committee set up by the federal government to dispose not only the assets that we seized, but also the assets that other agencies have seized. I believe once that exercise is over, the line is already drawn. We'll be left with the new issues that will come on board, and I believe we are going to deal with them heads-on case-by-case basis, so that there will not be any need next year or 2 years, in 2 years' time, or in 5 years' time, for the House to set up this type of committee again, for them to investigate the status of this, because we will be dealing with them as per the cases that were being done with in court.
Property seizure management problem. I know as a matter of fact that some properties somewhere on Abuja Road in Port Harcourt were seized more than 15 years ago. Those properties were seized by EFCC. I think the people that were involved were convicted, and some of them have actually served their jail terms and are out. Because of the fact that those properties have been left there, I understand that one or two of those that were convicted and have come out of prison are trying to find ways to recover those properties. Now, Chairman, part of the reason why this committee was set was to hope we can find a way of managing such things. In your opinion, what do you think is the best way to deal with? I don't know if you know those properties. There are some high-rise buildings somewhere on off Abuja Road in Port Harcourt. Moody's case, Union Bank, blah, blah, blah. Do you have an advice for this committee going forward on how to manage such things? Because that is total waste.
Mr. Chairman, thank you, Honorable Member, for this question. As I said, Mr. Primary solution to this problem is to deal with these issues on case-by-case basis. As the court is making pronouncement, we ought to have taken steps to dispose of these assets immediately and do what we have to do by restituting the victims of these crimes. And I want to assure this committee that going forward, that is what the EFCC stands for, and that is what we are going to do, God willing, to ensure that these cases are being dealt with on case-by-case basis. But on the specific issue that you asked in terms of Manuel Nwude, as you are aware, it has to do with the Brazilian bank fraud of 242 million. I know that the EFCC, based on the records, we dealt with the Nigerian assets. And to the best of my recollection, I have not refreshed my memory regarding that. We have succeeded in doing that, and restitution was made to the victim of the crime, which is the bank. But I will inquire to know whether or not we still have some of these assets that you have said that have not been disposed of, and then of course restituted back to the victim of the fraud. Thank you very much.
Instagram.